palayo. Maari bang ika'y yakapin at pakinggan? Kung tibok ng puso ang sinisigaw, ay di na ako. Paano ba sa tuwing naisip kong wala ka na? Paano ba ang bukas? Nasanay na ang puso kong laging kasama ka. Kung ako'y iiwan, pwede bang bukas na lang? Sa pagpikit ng aking mga mata, pagtulo ng luha ay natama. Sa iyong yakap, pag-ibig ay aking nadama, at di na nais sa pagising ikaw ang kapiling. Paano ba sa tuwing maisip kong wala ka na? Paano ba ang bukas? Nasanay na ang puso kong laging kasama ka. Kung ako'y iiwan, pwede bang bukas na lang? At kung sakaling ngayon ang bukas na mayroon ng iba, salamat sa paglisan, hindi ko na malayan, ika'y malayan na. Paano ba sa tuwing maisip kong wala ka na? Paano ba ang bukas? Nasanay na ang puso kong laging kasama ka. Kung ako'y iiwan, pwede bang bukas na lang? Kung ako'y iiwan, bukas na lang.
Warm greetings, everyone. Peace and all the good things to all of you, and welcome here in Germination, our hub for health, arts, and business. And I'm your host, Jeremy, here in London. And I take it that you're all doing well and keeping safe wherever you're watching from right now. So please write on the comment box where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out. And we are live simultaneously on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page, Germination. So welcome to all those who are watching there right now. We have June Patelo watching from Pinoy Musikero, UK. Hello, happy watching. Hello, hello. Ayan, and please do share this live stream for all those, to all your friends and family, and for all those people that you know. And let me just double check. Ayan, and of course, if you are new to our channel, please do check out our YouTube channel and our Facebook page as well. All right, give us a like and a follow. And of course, germination wouldn't be complete without the seed that we can plant into your mind and let it germinate. Because here in germination, we believe that everything starts from within. So here's our seed of the day. All right. So I hope you find that helpful. Yeah, poverty is not found in our pocket. It's found in our mindset. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to introduce our featured guest for this evening. For this episode, we are episode 21, year 5, here in Germination live stream show, which is the longest running live stream show in the Filipino British community here in the UK. All right. So let's introduce our featured guest for this evening.
Time to join the chat. Germination's got the beat, no time to wait. Digital vibes is where we're at. Don't hold back, it's true to fate. Party hard in germination, stay online. Let's prove that the good times shine. In this virtual world, we'll unwind.
All right, let's welcome our featured guests for this episode. We have Amdadul Karim Chowdhury, the founder and principal consultant of Education to Success. Welcome here, Amdad. Yeah, welcome here.
Good afternoon, Jeremy. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, and it's a great pleasure for us for you to be our featured guest for this evening, and you're here to obviously talk to us about education to success and tell us what it is all about. And of course, not to mention that education to success was actually our silver sponsor from our Filipino Spring Fair event, Kantahan Kain ng Kultura, which was back in May 17 of this year. Ayan. So please greet our live audience for this episode. Amdad.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, maybe, where I'm not sure where you're watching from. I know there's a 7 hours time difference with Philippines, and whenever you're watching, thank you very much. My name is Emdad. I am originally from Bangladesh, and I'm working very, very closely with Filipino community now. So most people say I am more Filipino than Bangladeshi now. I am always in the Filipino community events, way more than I go to my community, even my family program. So I've been lucky to attend 2 programs with Jeremy this summer. Hopefully we'll be attending many more events in the coming year. So I own a business called Education to Success Limited, where we promote higher education to students from the UK and overseas. But more than that, it's a beautiful and what I would say life-changing experience for me to meet with the people from the greater Filipino community in the UK and see their hard work, their dedication, their motivation. That's life-changing for me, because I have seen so many people with great positive thinking about life. They have struggled their life in the UK, and they have beautiful success stories. And for some of them, I'm a small part of their journey of fulfilling their lifelong dream of going back to university, going back to education. Some of them are completing their degrees now. They're getting their graduation ceremonies done now. So
Wow.
it's beautiful stories. But what inspires me the most is the intention of the people. Some people, even the later stage of their life, they're so much more enthusiastic for education. They love going back to universities. They're taking on new challenges, and they're always eager to learn new things.
Wow, that's very important. Learning how to learn.
Ex-
Because in
Exactly.
life, we learn continuously. Amazing. Thank you very much for that, Amdad. And
Exactly.
before we carry on, just a little bit of icebreaker. And this is part of the germination experience. And this is just an icebreaker, okay?
Sure.
Nobody escapes my quick fire questions. All right. So
Mhm.
basically, this is just an icebreaker before we carry on. So basically, I'm just going to throw you questions, and you will answer it by the very first thing that will come into your mind. So it's just
Okay.
a way of knowing you more, warming you up, of course,
Sure.
and having fun here in Germination. Are you ready for this one, Amdad?
Yes. Ready.
All right, let's go for it. Quick fire questions. Sleep or eat?
Eat.
Eat. What was the last thing that you Googled?
A university.
University. Amdad, apart from your face, which body part you look most in the mirror?
My arms.
Your arms. Amazing. What was the lie that you recently told?
I'll be on time.
Okay. If you have a superpower, what would it be?
Probably flying.
Fly. Amazing. Fly to Philippines and Bangladesh and UK back and forth without any.
Oh, yeah.
without,
I would love that. I would love that.
that would be great, isn't it?
Probably I watched Superman recently. So,
Oh, okay.
and finally we watched a good Superman.
Okay. Is it?
Yeah.
Would you rather win the lottery or live twice as longer?
Live twice as longer.
Amazing. Security or opportunity?
Opportunity.
Figure it out first or take action first?
Take action first.
Amazing. Experience or innovation?
Innovation.
Memory or imagination?
Imagination.
Possession or creation?
Creation.
Amazing. Amdad, if you're in front of your 12-year-old self right now, what would you tell your 12-year-old self?
Don't worry that much.
Amazing, yeah. Because life is too short to worry.
Yes.
And don't make things complicated. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that one, Amdad, yeah?
Yes, it was fun.
All right. Amazing. Quick fire questions. All right. So, what is it stored for us? What treat are we in for today? And what value can we give our live audience? And what can we learn? So, obviously, we are in the presence of Amdad here, who is the founder of Education to Success here in the UK. So, first of all, what is your professional background? Is it education or something else?
Basically, I'll tell you about little bit more about my overall background. Obviously, I'm from Bangladesh, and I came to UK in 2008 as an international student. And
Oh.
UK is a major hub for international students, and it
Mm-mm.
was something that I didn't had any plans to settle down in the UK or have a career in the UK. I came in the UK mainly because in Bangladesh we have very traditional way of education. So we have, like, we call it pure science subject. So like you have mathematics, physics, chemistry, the theoretical aspect of it. And I am someone who's very much into like geography, history, um, like like the practical way of learning. That is more
Mm-mm.
interested to me. So then, obviously, in Bangladesh, there are very limited way of getting higher education. You only be selected from a
Oh,
pool of courses, and you cannot actually choose a course. So
I
when I
see.
was chosen for mathematics, I thought it's not the right course for me. So
Mm.
I am from a part of Bangladesh where people, they don't go to capital. Their intention of life for most people is either go to London or go
Mm.
to like New York. So from Sylhet, Dhaka is not the favorite city to visit. Either it's London in UK or New York in USA. So I told my father that I want to move from my current education and I want to do something a little bit practical. So he said, okay, think of going abroad, look to go to UK probably. So then I came to UK. I was studying here. And the thing I have learned the most about studying in the UK, that you cannot actually learn in the classroom. You will
Yeah.
only get a aspect of like what you can learn and where you can learn from the classroom. The learning, it comes mainly from other people in your workplace, especially meeting with people, sharing their
Yeah.
experience. I have learned so many valuable things in my life, especially doing how to do business, from people who never went to any business school, who people who doesn't have MBS. Some people doesn't even have a degree of any sort. But I'm fortunate enough to meet people who are doing business in the UK for 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. And having that conversation, having to know their struggles, what they have done to overcome those struggles, was my main inspiration of doing the business myself. And as I came to UK as an international student, and I know the obstacles of international student face, and the pros and cons of international student, and what the problematic part is, most students, they don't actually prepare well before coming to the UK or before going to
Mm.
abroad. So when I came, I only had like only high hopes. I know a lot of people in Philippines watch Bollywood movies. So if you see the Bollywood movies, the life in UK or USA is shown like very colorfully. You land and people are dancing in the street. It's all colorful, nice cars. You enjoy a lot. But real life, when especially an international students on their very young age, like on their early 20s, they come to UK, it's a difficult life. And I was obviously misled on some things. I didn't know, I didn't had proper guidance. So I thought, let me join in the education field. Before that, I was working in service sector, but then I
Oh.
joined education
Mhm.
field in 2017. And ever since I joined, I've been so lucky to help both international students coming from, especially from South Asia and West Africa, to UK, and also help the students who are in the UK to go back to education. So
Wow.
what I'm working with the Filipino community predominantly now is the people who are in the UK, who are settled in the UK. They can
Mm.
actually go back to education. They can go back to university to complete a degree, even if they're 40s, in their 50s, in their 60s. They still can go back to university. They can complete their degree, and they will have funding and support from the government.
Oh, that's good to hear. Wow. Yeah. That's what we say, education. Education is not actually the preparation for life, but education itself is life. And
Exactly.
then, if they find, it's good that you can actually get grant or funding from the government, as what you mentioned, because a lot of people are still, if they think that education is expensive, they can try ignorance, right? But it's not the way forward, isn't it? That's not the way forward. So.
Exactly. The issue with education in the UK, yes, it is expensive, especially for international students. But a lot of people, they don't know if they are eligible for government funding. For example, if someone have a settlement, they don't need to be a British citizen. If they are settled in the UK, if they have a long residency, they are eligible. And a lot of people there have this misunderstanding that no, I only have to be a British citizen to access that. That's not true. If they have a long residency, a lot of people think maybe I have to have A levels, I have to have certain level of English or certain levels in math to go back to university. That's not true either, because we have specially designed course for mature students, for mature
Mm-hmm.
students only, who have a long experience of working in the UK, staying in the UK. They don't need any sort of previous qualification. It's not like people do have qualification, but because some people came to UK 30, 40 years before, they have lost the certificate. They, even some of them, they actually can't remember where they put those documents, because they've
Mm-hmm.
been going one country to another country. So it's a difficulties for them. We make it very easy and straightforward. Another misconception for students is some people think you will be a full-time student, so you cannot work, or you have to give a significant chunk of your life for education. But when you're a mature student, there are a lot of flexibility. You can work full-time, still study on the weekend. We have evening only options, so you can work 9 to 5, still go to the university on the evenings, complete your degree, or study in the weekend. um, so these are the information. When we go to events, we tell the community that there are a lot of opportunity for you, only if you are willing to study, and only if you're willing to spend some of your time. Like a lot of the students I have recruited, they are making very good friends now. Even some of them, they are saying, they're from same city in Philippines, but they haven't met each other for last 30 years. Only when they went in the university, they found out they're both living in London for last 30 years. So now they are reconnecting the friendship. You're making friends from your own country, from other countries. Especially there is a lot of friendship between the Filipino community and Indian community that I closely work with. So those are beautiful things, beautiful stories I'm hearing. And another thing that inspires me a lot, I'm recruiting some of the moms to go back to education. And because they're going back to education, they're going back to university learning, they're completing their graduation, their degree, and their children are getting inspired as well. And now they have a legitimate argument to their kids that if I, in my age, if I can go back to university,
Yeah,
I can become a graduate, why not you? And
exactly.
funding actually works for like the minimum age is 18. So anyone who's over 18, they can take the funding even if they're on their 60s, if they're on their 70s. Last week we have a student who passed her assessment at 74 years old.
Wow, amazing.
Can you
And this
imagine?
is this is what I really like about this country, UK. Since I came in here like 2 decades ago. In the Philippines, once you reach that certain age, there's like you feel embarrassed going back to school. But here, it doesn't matter. It's what you said. Even if you're 60, 70, if you want to go back to school, you can. You can access it. But is it just out of curiosity? Is it like that as well in Bangladesh? Once you reach that certain age and you didn't finish that certain part of your education, you can't come back anymore. It's like there's a stigma on it, or there's a lot of embarrassment.
It's even way severe in Bangladesh, way severe. Like especially, I have seen the people in Philippines. They are more, you know, uh, they came out from the stigma more than the Bangladeshi community. Even I am struggling with my community, that people on their 40s, they feel they're too old to go back to education. And I always showing them all these, beautiful pictures I get from my students of like enjoying their university life in their early 60s, 70s. And like some of them, they're graduating. One lady I recruited a couple of years ago, she and her granddaughter almost graduated on the same time, and the both
Yeah,
of the graduation party was together. So,
yeah.
so
That's
these
good.
are
That's
the
good.
things. I am also not just in the Filipino community, in every community, I am trying
Mm-hmm.
to promote, because this is a golden opportunity, especially people who are in the UK. Doesn't matter what is your ethnic background is, even like if you have any disabilities, there are a lot of opportunities for disabled people to join the university from any ethnicity, any
Yeah,
background. There is no discrimination. There is an open arm approach by all our partner universities for the students to join. And we have quite a few institute who actually specialize on teaching mature students. So the
mm-hmm.
classroom, the environment is always welcoming for people who are getting back to education after so long. And the university colleagues, they appreciate people for coming back to education, rather than
Mm.
giving them this expression, why you are back to university in this age, you're supposed to do this at 20s. No, there is no age
Exactly.
for education.
Yeah, as what we said earlier, education is not a preparation for life, but education itself is life.
Very,
that
very true.
that is strongly, demonstrate that quotation, that was what you said. When I started here in London, I have like a student nurse who is already like in her 60s, I think, and she was still studying nursing. So that was really impressive, but in the Philippines you can't really, you don't always see those type of people, going back to education and willing to learn. So
True.
that's really good.
I think this is something from our platform. We would request everyone, especially people in the Philippines, think of education and don't tie it with a certain age. If you are in your 30s, in your 40s, don't think that my chance of getting higher education has slipped away. There is a chance, especially UK also welcome international students, especially
Mm.
for the MBA program, the postgraduate program. Even if you left your study for 20 years, 25 years, yes, for international student, because there's immigration part of it, you need to acquire a visa. So the UKVI sometimes ask like, what have you been doing? If you have a genuine background of of expertise on any certain field, you can come back to education anytime at your life. And if you are in the UK, do not miss this chance. If you are settled in the UK, do not miss this chance of going back to education, going back to university. Bring back your childhood, or your teenage years a bit, because I came to UK when I was 19, and I miss like some part of my teenage year. That time when people were enjoying in the universities taken away from me, because as an international student, life was very very difficult for us. We used to work part time, save up every penny, go to the university in the morning, go to work in the afternoon, work extra on the weekend. But
Mm.
now there is a chance you can actually have that freedom, have that fun, have a group of friends uh, almost similar your age. Even the lecturers become your friend, the university colleagues become your friends, and you can have a good time, you can have a productive time, and you can also learn from each other, like the expertise you have. For example, we have some uh, I think I have three examples where some of these students they met in the classroom, and then they develop a business. So some people
Mm.
they are very good chef, but they don't have the expertise of actually running a business, or they don't have certain amount of investment towards the business. So when they were on the
Mm.
classroom, they were discussing it. 3 4 people came together and they opened a business. I have some students opened a beautiful restaurant in Romford, and whenever I go there, I enjoy like the banter between them. They're having fun, and not just running the business. That they're friends, they're running a business, they're selling good food, making money, having fun. So these are the things, it's a safe environment for you to express your ideas, and you have like-minded people who also have similar ideas, and they can help you, and you can help them. So this is
Wow.
a golden opportunity for you to fulfill your dream.
And that's really good as well, because the good news is there's more flexibility here, isn't it? So you can do it like as what you said. If you are working during the day, then you can study at night as well. Yeah, like the evening class,
Exactly.
and they can also do it online as well. Yeah, there's like what we call long distance learning, or
Uh,
yeah.
what we have is called blended learning. So one day campus, one day online, and like
Oh, okay.
the evening only classes, the weekend only classes. The weekend only classes we even have like you can just go on the weekend for the afternoon. So if in the morning time, if you have something else to do, you go to church. You can still like finish your church, go to the university, and you can be back home for dinner.
Wow,
Or
amazing.
you can go in the morning, afternoon you have free, you can take out the kids, you can go in the field. So, and another important thing is, within the 52 years 52 weeks of the year, you only go around 32 weeks in the university.
Mm,
So you
yes.
still have those 20 weeks. You can, don't think if you are going to university you don't take holidays, you cannot go back to Philippines, or you cannot explore. Of course you can. You'll have plenty of holidays in Christmas time, in summertime, in Easter time. So you can actually balance, is a good balanced way of education. You can work, you can have time with your family, you can study, you can have your holidays, everything. At the meantime, you'll have a space where you can develop your ideas, you can meet like-minded people, you can share your expertise. So Jeremy, like one person asked me today, like he was asking me, why should someone study in the UK?
Mhm.
I don't see any point of studying in the UK. I told him, yes, from your point of view, in UK there are many jobs, many high paying jobs you can do where a degree is not essential. That is obviously true.
Hmm.
But the most important thing for someone, especially who comes from overseas, to go back to university is to learn how to learn in life.
Yeah, yeah.
In our culture we have a very um, you know way of thinking, like a lot of things is handed over to us. We are so reliant on our parents, on our elders to do everything for us. But when we come to UK, then reality hits, like what I was saying. When I was 19, I was going to university, I was going to work, I was managing my own finances, I was paying my own rent, I was buying my own food, I was planning my own time, everything. That time it was difficult, but now I cherish that I have the opportunity to learn myself into the way of you know um, building something of my own. And that was one of the motivation that I could actually open a business in a country where I'm not originally from, where I wasn't born, which a country I called home much later in my life. So this is something very important. And another thing is, in the UK degrees, UK universities, the degrees are practical. You are not going to learn a lot of theories. You're not gonna learn, if you're going to uh, if you're studying a business degree, you're not gonna learn the life history of Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk. You'll actually learn what were their ideas that clicked. We know before Facebook there was other social media. Even
Hmm.
since Facebook there was a lot of other social media. But what worked with Facebook? Why Facebook became Facebook? Isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
we just open a social media tomorrow and it became like a Facebook? So, and nowadays, the billionaires we see, everybody is becoming a billionaire by doing something that others haven't done before. Before,
Hmm.
Facebook, social media wasn't a thing. Before Apple, smartphone wasn't a thing. Before Tesla, the electric cars wasn't a rage. So all the people who are making billions, they are developing new ideas that is
Yeah.
not in the market now. You cannot become a billionaire by selling rice or coal or oil now. The world has changed now. It's a time of innovation. if you
Innovation, yeah, yeah.
if you have a great idea, if you can innovate something that will change not just your life, the life
Lives of
people
many.
around you. So
Amazing.
so
Remember when I asked you earlier the quick fire questions, experience or innovation? Yeah. Remember that?
yes,
And
yes,
you chose innovation. Well
innovation.
done.
Yes.
Well
this,
done.
this is the age of innovation. Yes, experience is needed. Yes, the
Yeah.
traditional business are gonna be there. I'm not showing in any disrespect to any people on the traditional business. But
Yeah,
even
yeah.
if you think of traditional business, just think how much business is going online now. Like even the very traditional business, they are promoting online now. 10 years ago,
Mm.
20 years ago, we used to have 20, 30 leaflets coming through our door. Now very
Yeah.
few leaflets. We only go Facebook, we go on social media, we got emails, we got like celebrity marketing. The marketing is changing, and maybe in 10, 15 years we'll have a different way of marketing. So the business is ever changing. Even if you're doing something very traditional business, it is also changing now. A lot of people now implementing new technologies on very traditional business like retail stores. You can see more and more self checkout machine. Now you have like the like scan while you shop, so you don't even actually have to go to a checkout. So
Yeah, yeah.
a traditional business like that is changing, and if you have those ideas, if you can develop those ideas, if you can implement those ideas, your business will stand out. And that's
Yeah.
why you need a place, a safe place to speak with someone who actually understand your ideas, who doesn't laugh. Like, if I have an idea now, outrageous idea to some, they might say, oh, look at this guy, what they're saying. But even um, think of like Facebook. It was an
Yeah.
outrageous idea 20 years ago. Think of like SpaceX. It was an outrageous idea 20 years ago. If you are saying, okay, I'm gonna send tourists to Mars or tourists to space, we would laugh like, look, this guy have gone out of his mind now. But that
Yeah.
is a reality now. So
Yeah,
you
exactly. Yeah. The same thing has happened with Bill Gates. No, not Bill Gates. The other one, Apple.
Steve Jobs.
Steve
Yes,
Jobs. Steve Jobs. Remember, I've seen this one in YouTube that like back in 1985, he was already talking about the laptop. And people were laughing at him. About the idea though, because during those times the computers are like huge. But
yes.
1985, he was already talking about the laptop. So and then years after, who's laughing now? We're using the technology now.
Exactly. So we need a safe environment to develop those ideas, and university is the safest place to do so,
Mm.
because in the university you'll only get like-minded people. You have lecturers, you have university colleagues who help you develop those ideas, and you can work together with your friends, do something that could be life-changing for everyone.
Wow, amazing. And can I just ask, how long has been Education to Success has been operating as a company or as a business?
Education to Success is operating since 2020.
Mhm.
I joined in the industry in 2017, and I
Mm.
was thinking of opening my own business. And that is also a story of its own. I was thinking
Mhm.
of opening my own business sometime in early 2020s. So in February 2020, I decided to launch my own company. My planned start date of the inauguration was supposed to be on 1st of April 2020, because April is the month of my birthday. So I was
Mhm.
thinking of April, but by the time of March, I think it was the third week of March, that we had the first lockdown. So my office, everything, the even the decoration I bought to inaugurate the office, everything was stuck there. And very unfortunately, one of the windows, I didn't close it properly, so there was like little bit gap. And after 3 months of lockdown, I went to the office, and everywhere was dust. So,
Oh.
so like, I took the office, I didn't even inaugurate it. I couldn't go to the office for 3 months. I went there, it was all dust. And that
Mm.
day when I was cleaning the dust, I was telling it to myself, I think it's a good start. I'm getting all the difficulties at the early stage of my business. So
In
it's
your
gonna
journey, yeah, yeah, yeah.
of my
Was
journey.
that Education to Success already? That the business that you're talking about, yeah?
Yes.
That's
That
the
was
one.
that was education to success.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So, yep, go on.
we came long way now. We have presence in different communities in the UK, in different countries, as we also work to recruit international students. And I'm working with so many lovely people. I have a lot of colleagues from Filipino community as well. Um, they inspire me a lot. They motivate me a lot. I see them working hard, maintaining their family, maintaining their job. Some of them even are going to university, and still
Mm.
they're working with me. So it's a beautiful experience.
And Filipinos, we really like education. It's very important to us that we get our formal education. Our what we call a diploma.
Yes, yes.
And then, so do you have like a business experience as well beforehand, or you just learned it in the UK? Were you like business minded when you were a child or already, or?
No, the experience I have in my family is horrible. My family have a history of like unsuccessful business. So when I actually started the business, I didn't tell my parents. It took me about a year to tell my father that finally I'm doing business. I used to just tell him that I have left my previous job, but I was working for someone else.
Oh, okay. So up to this point, they don't know that you're doing a business.
Yes, for about a year, because my brother especially, he tried to do a lot of business in Bangladesh and he really struggled, and that has a very like negative stigma in the family.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay. So I admire you because even though you have that exposure or experience back then, you still you carried on. You would like to try it yourself on a different country, obviously, where you
Yes,
can flourish more rather than back home. So that's very
what
admirable of you. Well
what
done.
was on my mind when I started the business. I was fully aware that I might fail in the business. I was
Mm,
fully aware of it, but I had some ideas, and I just wanted to implement those ideas and see if it's work or not. I didn't wanted
mm,
to have the regret 20 years later that I had an idea, but I didn't have the guts to explore it. And
exactly. That is a very good takeaway, actually. Yeah.
now I don't brag like my idea was flawless, it was completely perfect. No, there was a lot of mistakes. I misunderstood a lot of things, but I at least tried it. I now learn a lot of things from the trial and errors and the mistakes I've made. I'm always trying to, improve from the experience I have, and I'm still trying. So, like, if you just imagine, this is my second YouTube show. The first YouTube show I went, it was in a Congolese, like a community channel, and this is my
Mm,
second program in a Filipino community. So I've never been to any Bangladeshi community or Pakistani or Indian community from my neighbors. So this is something I got from this business because I am on this business. So I am meeting people from different communities every day now. I have friends from Philippines, I have friends from Nigeria, I have friends from Senegal, I have friends from Congo. So this is as it itself is an achievement. Now, I know when we talk about business, revenue becomes the center point of everything. But
mm,
to
mm.
besides revenue, this is also something that is quite important in life.
Wow, amazing. And what would you say is the big challenge that you had when you were establishing education to success?
The biggest challenge was actually to set my business apart from the others.
Mm,
We have lots of consultancy firm in
mm,
UK. There are hundreds and thousands, and we actually are very much similar in the way of the service we give, the university partners we have, um, the uh, like information we can share with the student. We have a limitation. There are certain rules and regulations. So for example, a lot of students, when they like we speak, especially from overseas, the first question
mm.
is how we can settle down in the UK. And as education consultants, we are not allowed to tell them anything. I can just say someone, okay, come to university, meet a girl and get married, settle down. That's just a joke. I can't advise someone. I can just advise them, okay, if you study so and so course, what would happen? For example, like 5 years ago, we had a lot of students who didn't wanted to study subject like digital marketing. They thought it's gonna be a difficult subject. Let me just study something like business management, a easier subject. But
Mm.
I pursued some of these students to study digital marketing, and now they're in much better position because digital marketing is the way of marketing now. It's a huge part of the business now. And very recently, like in last couple of years, a lot of UK universities started teaching courses in AI. So we are asking the student, okay, if you want to have a career, just don't think about UK. If you are a UK graduate, think yourself as a global citizen. Why should you
Mm.
limit yourself to UK? Think of going back to Manila, going back to Kuala Lumpur, going back to Dubai, or going to New York, going to a city in Australia. Why not? Because you are a global citizen. A UK degree is recognized anywhere in the world.
Wow.
So
Yes. Yes.
that was my main challenge to set my business apart. But what I have managed to do is I have built a lot of close connection with my students, and some of these students actually they remember my contribution to them just rather than like having a consultant in their education journey.
Wow. You have become their friend as well. Not
Yes,
just yeah, yeah.
yes.
Amazing, amazing. And I just would like to ask, is there any specific mindset that you can share to us that you have, that you think have actually helped you get through all these challenges?
The biggest challenge I believe is people when they limit themselves, they see themselves in the mirror and then they limit themselves. I
Mm,
think when I see myself mirror, I don't see myself as a Bangladeshi man living in London. I see a citizen of the world who is friends with anyone from any race, any color, any gender, any sort of mindset. I have,
mm.
maybe if we have a political discussion, I'll have a very opposing political standpoint than you, but it doesn't matter. I respect everybody's opinion and I also value my own opinion. But when it comes to actually doing business, I am very, very open minded. I love to do business and I love to meet people. I love to hang out with people, go to their parties, go to their function. Doesn't matter if it's like from my community, from other community, they have same religion, they have same ethnicity, they have same orientation. I don't mind. I think that is the main important point which helped me survive in business so far and the growth I'm getting because of that same mindset.
Wow, amazing. Mindset is indeed everything, you know?
Yes,
Whatever you set your mind at, you will actually achieve. It's either you limit yourself, as what you said, we have self-limiting beliefs, or you will have like the growth or abundance mindset, you know? It's like what you
yes,
said,
yes.
you don't limit yourself that, I'm a Bangladeshi man in London, but no, you like the citizen of the world, whoever you come across with, you present yourself like that, which is really good. So
Exactly.
amazing, so amazing. So I just at this point, I just would like to greet all those who are watching right now. We have John Faliu, yeah, of Celtran Strategic Exchange. Hello there, John. We have Darlene Fernandez watching from Nottingham. Hello, nice meeting you last Saturday, Darlene. We have Rosalie Alcantara Iborde. Ayan, welcome here. And watching from the Philippines. Wow, what time is it now in the Philippines? And we have Joy Fuentes. Ayan. Happy watching. We're watching in the Philippines. Actually, we have Joanne or Sugar. Ayan, watching from Canada. We have a viewer from Canada. Jejer Gondon. Ayan, watching from the Philippines. Ayan, amazing. We also have Loleng Rirao. Ayan, watching here in London. And we also have Frank Dayan Legaspi Domingo. Ayan. Welcome and happy watching. Of course, share this live stream because education is for everyone. It doesn't matter what age you are. As what we're talking about here with Amdad, you can go back to education at any stage of your life, you know. So I just would like to pause for a commercial break. But before I go for a commercial break, I just would like to ask you this question. We mentioned this one very briefly earlier. You know that obviously we need education, yeah. But at this day and age, you mentioned as well earlier that even though you don't have a diploma, you can still be great at something. I just would like to get your point of view. Then you can answer this when we come back for a commercial break. Having a diploma or formal education versus, we know that it's still it's important, right? But some people, because times has changed, is in it's an information digital age now. All the information you can get online. So some people say, "Oh, I don't need diploma anymore. I can just be strategic in my life and I can get to where I am." But I just would like to get your point of view on that one. But before you answer that question, I just would like to pause for a commercial break and we will be right back. So don't go away because we're not going away. Stay tuned. welcome back. We're back
Thank
here.
you. Thank you.
And I just would like to greet as well. We have Ate Rizalina Glacier, yeah, watching from Essex. We also have Sonia White. Hello, happy watching. And we also have the digital nurse, Siege Manto. Hello, happy watching, Siege. Ayan po, please do check out their Yes Nurse. Nurse show, sorry. Nurse show. Ayan, Siege Manto, Digital Nurse, and EJ as well. Yan. Check out their podcast. Ayan. So, yes, Abdul, going back to my question earlier. So, what is your point of view about that one that, some people say I don't need education, I might just be strategic and I'll get to where I want to be.
First of all, it's true you don't need education if you are a genius. Now, what percentage of the population are actual true geniuses? If you are a genius, obviously, and there are some people who always have the natural ability to make right decision on every time of any issue. But for the most people, education is needed because you need a support on developing your ideas, and you learn from trial and error basis. So you need to uh, have an avenue to learn new things, explore new things, and you cannot be 100% sure that you are making the right decision all the time. So yes, there are a lot of opinion that, especially with higher education, that there is nothing new to learn. There is a lot of theoretical information that it doesn't implement in current days world. That is true. That's why we always um, insist our students to learn something more practical and study in the institute where they incorporate modern technologies with their courses, so they actually can learn practically rather than just memorizing theoretical aspects of it. But the most important thing is if you are someone who's willing to explore new ideas, you want to learn from the company of others, then a educational institute is the right place for you. If you are a genius who have amazing abilities, who can create things on your own, then obviously maybe a university teacher won't be able to help you that much. But for most people, it is very, very helpful.
Wow. Amazing. Thank you very much for that. And you know what? I just would like to share this one to you as well, because to our audience as well. And I have heard this one from Grant Cardone. You know that American business mentor, Grant Cardone. He actually said that the only purpose of going to school is to meet people. Just like exactly what you said.
Exactly,
Meet people who have the same ability or mindset as you, the same ideas, because where can you find these people? Of course, in that place, in school, right?
exactly.
Present your idea. Maybe you have the same idea, and then you can work on it. You can be stronger together. Two brains better than one.
Exactly.
And that's what you said. Unless you're a genius, then yes. But yes, this is being in school or university is where you will meet the right people who will be, who will not laugh at your idea, but obviously, if you have the same, if you're like-minded, you will build something together. You can
Exactly.
collaborate. Yeah,
Exactly.
amazing. And then, is there any specific habit that you would like to share to us that you think has made you where you are right now, who you are right now, as a founder, as a principal consultant of education to success? Because everything apart from mindset, it's next to mindset is actually habits, isn't it? So is there any habits that you would like to share to us that has helped you to where you are right now and who you
Always,
are?
always free to speak with people. And the worst thing people can do is say no. If
Mm.
I don't approach you for something, it's a no. And if I approach you, there's only yes or no. If I
Yeah.
don't approach, it's already no. So if I approach you for something, there is a half chance you might
Mm.
agree and we can uh, do it, and I can maybe implement my ideas. But if we don't approach you, it's always going to be a no.
Exactly. Yeah. You'll never know unless you try.
Exactly.
That's the main thing. That's a good habit to develop, because we are social being, it sounds cliche, but no man is an island, isn't it? So if you want to go further or to learn more, you have to speak to people, you know
Exactly.
you have to make friends with them, because you'll never know, their background is something that can help you as well with what you want to do in life. You'll never know unless you approach somebody, because we can't really judge the book by its cover, right?
True.
It doesn't mean that he looks like that he's not a business minded person. You'll never know unless you speak to the person, right?
Exactly.
So that's really a good habit. I try to do that myself as well. You can't be like you can't succeed in business if you're somebody who's introvert.
True.
You have to reach out to people. You have to speak to people. You should be the one initiating the conversation. That is a good habit to actually practice. Thank you very much for that, Andad. And if there is one big life lesson that you would like to share to us in your journey since you started education to success since 2020 until now, what is this big life lesson that you would like to share to us?
I would tell to everyone, do not underestimate the value of education. Do not underestimate the value of education. Yes, there are, uh, uh, I would say there are some issues with, especially of our education system. We may not are implementing the correct method of teaching, especially our kids, our youngsters, 100% time. But still, to develop a generation of leaders, a generation of good thinkers, a generation of people who will take this world to peace, to prosperity, to positivity, is education. Without education, there is no difference between our ancestor of the hunter gatherer times and us. The everything we achieved, everything we have built as a civilization came from our knowledge, and our knowledge is passed on from one another through education.
Exactly. And I 100% agree with that one. As what we said earlier, I'm going back to our quotation that we had said earlier, that education is not the preparation for life. That's what people always think that one. But, because sometimes, as what you said earlier, there are people who stop learning because they already graduated, they got their diploma. But that's obviously the wrong way of thinking, right? So education is not a preparation, but education itself is life. Yeah. And as what I would like to quote, I'm sure you've heard about this one that Jim Rohn said, that formal education can make us a living, but self-education, just like education to success is offering as well, can give you a fortune. Just like what you said earlier, they're like two classmates in your school, right? In your higher education, they just played on this idea, and now they are business partners and they are doing business as
True,
well,
true, true.
right? So that is the importance of that is the a big life lesson, because in life anyway we learn all the time. Yeah, it's a continuous learning.
True.
Even small things, you can't learn everything in school anyway. So but the rest of it, in short, what we learn in school is just like a taster, like a teaser, because everything, just like in nursing, what we actually experience in the clinical area is different from the books.
True,
But
true.
it is important that you have the background knowledge, because that one will equip you, and then you can play around with it. It's a education outside of the university, so we learn. So life is a continuous learning. So that's just the takeaway, I would say. And I just would like to to greet as well Faisal Ahmed. Yeah, yeah, he was saying great job. He's watching in YouTube. Thank you very much, Faisal. Yeah. Ayan. So so before we wrap this up, I just would like to say thank you to all those who watch us on this episode. We have Joanne or Sugar watching from Canada. Thank you. We have Jeje Gondon watching from the Philippines. We have June Patelo, ayan, watching here in London. And we have Darlene Fernandez watching from Nottingham. Rosalie Alcantara Iborde. We have Joy Fuentes watching from the Philippines as well. We have John Feliu watching here in London. We have Faisal Ahmed, thank you. We have Siege Manto, yeah, the digital nurse. So check out the Nurse Show. Ayan. And we have Franklin Dayan watching from Stephen Age. We have Loleng Rirao. We also have Ate Rizalina Glacier, thank you. And Sonia White, thank you very much. And who else? Ayan. And we have G. Aro. Hello, G. Aro. Yeah. Happy watching. Ayan. So, to wrap this up, thank you very much, Amdad.
Thank you very much.
For sharing your insights, your experience about what you do in education to success. And I always ask this question: have you had dinner already, Amdad?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, perfect timing. Because my last question is always what I call the dinner question. Okay, so the dinner question goes like this: if you are going to have dinner with somebody, anybody in this world, anybody that you can think of, historical figure who's no longer with us, president of the country, whoever it is, who is this person that you want to have dinner with? Why? And what question would you ask this person?
I would love to have dinner with someone like Socrates, and I would just want to know, because they were the people who had like the essence of knowledge when there was no knowledge. So I would love to get their perspective, and if I know, like if I can carry the memory of my modern life, I would ask them their opinion on a lot of things of the modern world.
Wow, amazing. That will be really good. Amdad, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeremy.
It's
Thank
been
you for
great
having me.
having you, featuring you in our live stream show. And thank you for sharing your insights, your experiences. And please do invite all the people,
Sure.
tell them about education to success and whatever you wanted to say or promote. The floor is yours, Amdad.
Thank you very much, everyone, for listening to me. If you want to know more about how you can go back to education, you can go back to university, our Facebook page, Education to Success Limited. We have a dedicated page for Philippines as well, Education to Success Limited Philippines. You can contact us through there. Our contact details, my phone number, everything is available there. We have a website as well, Education to Success Limited. You can find us in Google as well, and we have an office in East London. Anyone who's around the East London, feel free to visit our office. Thank you very much.
Wow, amazing. Thank you very much, Amdad. Just would like to say hi to Gemma Marcelino. For all those who missed this one episode, you can obviously, after a few minutes, you can watch this back and share this to people who will benefit. And I'm sure everyone will benefit from this one, because this is all about education, and education is life. That's all I can say. That's all my takeaway as well for this episode. And as what Amdad said, never underestimate the power of education, because everything around us, it's from a knowledge, and
True.
the knowledge you can get it from education. Whether it's a formal education or self-education, is still an education. Thank you very much, Amdad, and
Thank you.
see you again in the Filipino community events.
See you soon. See you soon, Jeremy.
Okay,
See you
thank you very
everyone.
much. Again, let's give it up to Amdad Karim Chowdhury, founder and principal consultant of Education to Success. And please do check out their website and their Facebook page for more details. And do get in touch with Amdad if you have any inquiries. Thank you very much, Amdad, and see
Thank
you.
you,
Okay.
John.
Thank you very much. Bye for
Thank
now.
Bye.
There you go. Thank you very much for all those who joined us. And of course, if you're just coming in just now, don't worry. You can always watch it back later on. Yeah. All right. So I just would like to share this one to people. If you are looking to establish your life here in the UK, yeah, and if you are looking to beat or to defeat the rental cycle, and you're looking for to own a property here in the UK, please do get in touch. We can help you with this matter. This is for UK skilled worker, ILR, British citizens, and foreign nationals. If you're looking for newly built properties in the UK, as what we said, we can defeat the rental cycle and become a UK homeowner. So we actually give a free assessment, and this is guaranteed 5% only deposit plus incentives if you qualify. And these are newly built flats, properties here in the UK. Ayan. And if you are looking for properties in the Philippines, I can also help you with that one, because we have the Philippine Real Estate Marketing, which is your one-stop shop for Philippine real estate worldwide. We are here to serve you with more. If you're looking for condominiums, condotels, house and lot-only commercial spaces, farmlands from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, all income brackets from affordable to high-end luxury properties. So we offer all developers such as First Park Homes, SMDC, Mega World, Ayala, PH1, Santa Lucia, RLC, Vistaland, even Moldex, Anchorland, and Federal Land. So we got you covered if you're looking for properties in the Philippines. Ayan. So in short, if you're looking for properties in the Philippines or in the UK, you can contact me or WhatsApp me. All right. So what is next week? Thank you very much, guys, for watching this episode. And I just would like to make an announcement for our second Filipino Christmas market. Save the date. It will be on November 30, Sunday, and it will be, last year it was in East London, but this time we are bringing it in North London. So watch out, guys, mga all the communities there in North London, I don't know, Watford, Northwick Park, Wembley, Harrow. We are bringing the second Filipino Christmas market there. So save the date, November 30, Sunday, from 10 until 10 in the evening. Yeah, it's an indoor one. It will be close to the Harrow Leisure Center. So save the date. And of course, if you are a trader, please do approach us. So this is a collaboration between Germination Digital Media Events and Filipino Tribe. So yan po. So yan ang mga kaganapan here in Germination. And of course, do watch out for our announcement for our 6th One Nation Awards, 6th year of One Nation Awards UK 2025. So we will be announcing that one very soon as well. Ayan. So thank you very much, everyone. And again, as what I always say, the quality of our life will depend on the thoughts that we are thinking. Always make sure that you plant those seeds of positivity in your mind every single day and let it germinate, so that one day you will see the better version of yourself. Thank you very much, everyone. And bye for now. See you next week.
It's time to join the chat. Germination's got the beat, no time to wait. Digital vibes is where we're at. Don't hold back, it's true to fate. Party hard at Germination, stay online. Doesn't move, let the good time shine. In this virtual world, we'll
Hello, everyone! As we are growing our community, we would like you to be part of Germination. If you know anybody whose life story is inspiring, or even your own life story could be inspiring, please do get in touch with us because you'll never know. You will be our next special guest for our next episode. If you find value in our live stream episodes, please don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel and like and follow our Facebook page, Germination. And please don't forget to watch our live stream shows every Mondays, 11 in the morning and 7:30 p.m. and that is UK time. Here in Germination, we believe that your life story is worth live streaming. See you next week. This is Jeremy of Germination.